In other world news this hour, a fire and riot at a prison in northern Mexico have caused the deaths of at least 52 people. That's according to the governor of the northeastern Mexican state of Nuevo Leon, who was speaking after an extraordinary and tragic night at that prison. These are the images coming to us from Topo Chico prison in Monterrey, where the events began just after midnight. Johan Grillo is our correspondent in Mexico City and joins us now. Johan, this is presumably, given the extraordinary images and the death toll, something that's being followed very closely in Mexico. Talk us through the events of the night and what we know of what happened inside that prison.
So we're still confirming details and getting some contradictory details. And this is the latest in a series of many tragic riots and massacres in Mexican prisons, which are a complete disaster. But in this case, it appears that just before midnight, a fight broke out between two prisoners, one affiliated to the Zetas drug cartel. Now, in the Monterrey area, you have many prisoners from the Zetas drug cartel, which is a very violent organization. And they basically controlled entire wings inside the prison. So a fight broke out, and with this fight, then a fire broke out. One of the sides started setting a light to a wing where other prisoners, rival prisoners, were. Security forces intervened. And often, I've been in many of these prisons, and you see the prisoners themselves actually have firearms. They can have AK-47 rifles, grenades, and quite serious firearms. So it's unclear exactly what caused the deaths, if it was firearms from prisoners, if it was the fire, if it was the shots being fired by soldiers or police going in to quell the situation. But then, by the early hours of the morning, we talk about more than 52 prisoners dead, at least 12 injured, some in very serious conditions. And many family members went outside, obviously extremely worried, outside the prison, and started also throwing stones and pushing and asking for news. So a very chaotic situation around the prison of Topo Chico.
Johan Grillo joining us live there from Mexico City after those extraordinary scenes in northern Mexico at that Topo Chico prison, where it is now believed that 52 people lost their lives overnight.